Pull! Alright. Does the stream deck work? I think it does. I'm not entirely certain. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know. Wait a minute for it to be available. So, why, hello there. And that was the interval. Hey, Katsarida, how are ya? We are here. We are back. We are, good evening, Teppo. Way off in the far-off lands where it's probably colder than it is here, but not by much. Texas is being completely and utterly obnoxious with its weather. It has been bouncing back and forth between being in the high 70s Celsius, sorry, high 70s Fahrenheit to like the low 30s Fahrenheit, and that's a lot. The interval between like really, really stupidly hot and really, really stupidly cold in Fahrenheit is much farther than in Celsius or centigrade. Of course, I've always remembered the Bob and Doug McKenzie method of converting that, which is to take your temperature in metric, double it, and add 30. 30 Fahrenheit? Dude. Yep, it's about there. Yeah, it's actually we're in about 50 here. I should probably do a show. So yeah, I had we did Kerrville, and that was great fun. And we had my anniversary. Our anniversary, Amy and I, we are still married. We've moved on from being happily married and right into smugly married, I think, at this point. It's 31 years. And we had a wonderful weekend. You saw some of it. And I was very happy to be seen at Kerrville. And they're going to have me back. They're going to have me back. I'm really happy about that. I can't recall. Were you there for Okay, there was a show, I think I told everybody about it, where we basically trolled the entire parade. Because the parade comes through my second show of that day. And I don't think Smugly has a time limit. So what I had is this Rommel pot right over here, conveniently located just out of shot. This thing, which makes a noise like this. Finger sweater. Now, I'll have to do it later, but it makes a really awful noise. It's also known as the fart drum. And we trolled an entire parade with it, and I'm very proud of that. But enough of that. Let's get into some actual things. We are back to what we like to think of as the standard Friday Troubadorkery, as it says up there. You may see something new in the background back there, and I'll talk about that in a minute, because there's a thing. There's always a thing, isn't there? Inevitably, there's a thing. But let's start with what I'm becoming known as the... Where is it? Oof. You ever get a moment where you just can't even see the bloody... Yeah, can't see the bloody sheet music? Let's see, let's go with our first song of the day, which is the disclaimer. Which is, of course, that I am not very good at this. No, I am not very good at this. I try to get it right, but it's often hit or miss. I am not very good at this. No, I am not very good at this. I assure you, I am not very good at this. If you're looking to be transported in a cloud of lyric bliss, sorry, I am not very good wrote a song, yes. I am not very good at this, I'm telling you. No, I am not very good at this. Sometimes the lyrics are weird, and the scansion's a little awkward. I am not very good at this. It's very liberating. Everybody, we are not very good at this. It's liberating. It makes you feel good. We are not very good at this. I wonder if I can get people to sing this live. We try to get it right, but it's often hit or miss. We are not very good. I assure you, we are not very good. I mean it, we are not very good at this. Yes, indeed. Here we are, off and running. We are now underway with yet another Tobias the Adequate Troubadour show. I'm so happy to have everybody here. Thank you all. Ooh, yes, the Rummelpot song is very obnoxious. And that clip, I'm like the second thing that comes up if you type in Rummelpot song on YouTube to search for it. And I'm kind of proud and a little humble by that. And also kind of worried about the future of humanity. So, we were gone. I was gone out for 4 days off work and came back, and it was exciting. I won't go into detail, but I'll just say it was exciting. Things are all around and around. Yes! And it's, apparently I'm not playing the Rummelpot in the traditional way, which is in short bursts. No, I will just get rolling on it. And it's really very obnoxious, and it's great fun. I will probably make another appearance at another festival that I'm doing, Sherwood. Especially if I have the traditional, very light first or second show. I will attract attention to myself in a completely shameless manner with an instrument that will cause the people in charge of the sound to wander around going, what is that noise? Yes. I also plan to stick around for the pub sing at the end of Sherwood, up top of the hill at the old Trip to Jerusalem pub, in the hopes that I can get just a little bit more ingrained into that community as we bravely stagger forth. So, if you had been, yeah. I tell you right now, I think that Katsurita is referring to the excuse me, eyeball. Katsurita is referring to the Villagers Square stage at Sherwood, which is a stage you walk past while you are looking for the Villagers Square stage. I'm going to try and do some have some signage ready for that. We will see how that plan goes. I only have 2 weeks there this time around, the first 2 weekends in April. But I'll be doing like 3 or 4 shows and anything else they'll let me get away with. So we'll see how that goes. So I have written a song that I call the Pointless Drinking Song. And it started, I was doing in D. But I have to be like, way up here. Da, 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 da. And I realized as a drinking song, you don't want to be way up in the heavens, start up in the heavens, because you will eventually get there with more alcohol. So I wrote the Pointless Drinking Song, and I retuned it in a key that I had no idea I would do it in, because I was like, I need a pitch that I can do this at the end of the day, and my key is usually F, but for some reason this one wound up in B flat. B flat, which is the F chord, by the way. Those of you who play guitar, this is the traditional F chord, the bane of guitarists everywhere, because you wind up barring or covering a lot more frets than you really want to. Oh, this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you will all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. Oh, I will not feel quite so dumb. You see, it's a good pitch. It's a good key, especially if you've been drinking. Some singers sing songs of importance with thoughtful and meaningful rhymes. But this favorite song I fear is not one of those. Nope. 'Cause this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you would all sing it along with me, E flat, then I will not feel quite so dumb. No, I will not feel quite so dumb. Very, very big song. The chorus is sung quite portentous, as if it has something to say. But honestly, it's just a placekeeper. And the verses just get in the way. Yes, the verses just get in the way. For this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you will all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. Then I will not feel quite so dumb. I'm told that a song should have lyrics which tell us a story in tune. But these lyrics all just about the song, which messes things up pretty bad. Yep, it messes things up pretty bad. For this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you would all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. No, I will not feel quite so dumb. I guess we have come to the end now. This figures to be the last verse, considering how awkward all this has been. I'm grateful it didn't get worse. Yes, I'm grateful it didn't get worse. For this song, it has no purpose, no reason at all to be sung. But if you would all sing it along with me, then I will not feel quite so dumb. Yes, I will not feel quite so dumb. Olé! The pointless drinking song in all of its completely superfluous glory. Hi, Ruth. How are you? Oh, welcome to The Thing. We're doing The Thing. Again, The Thing. Two things about that song. One, the B-flat chord. My nemesis. The B-flat chord is actually one of the reasons why I sprained my thumb many years ago when I first learning how to play the ukulele. Because to play it, you have to cover these two strings and these two strings, okay? Now, if you have nimble, elegant fingers, that's probably not hard. But I have these big, thick, drawn by Jack Kirby, slab-like fingers. And, I'll be honest with you, I have a tendency, and it's very poor technique, to brace my thumb against the back of the neck on the ukulele, which is bad, because then I push real hard because I'm trying to make sure these are covered for the B flat chord. So I'm straining my thumb here. And I actually did lightly strain or sprain my thumb, and they actually had to make a little cast that I put my hand in to keep my thumb at the right place for it to heal, and it's very weird. So I'm going to have to work on my technique, I think. That's how that's going to go. Oh, wow, I have 5 people. This is excellent. I like to be outnumbered by my audience. Fortunately, as a solo act, it's not that hard. Let me see here. I'm just going to check a couple of notes. I know what I'm doing. And this week, if this week has been anything like... Your week has been anything like my week, I think we need a little therapy. We've been doing drinking songs and disclaimers, and now I think we need to follow that up with a little something. A word from our sponsor. For this show is brought to you, at least in part, and at least in terms of emotional support, by Oscar Hasselhoff. German Master of Defense, and inventor of the Hasselhoff maneuver. The Hasselhoff maneuver, which culminates in grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window, which is also the name of the informative booklet published by Herr Hasselhoff at enormous expense and great personal danger. I like grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window so much I wrote a jingle for grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window, which I entitled Hasselhoff Ballad, because grabs him by the crotch and throws him out the window is far too long for a song title. And now, happy little children, let us sing a happy little tune, yeah? A song about gambling, drunkenness, say it with me, and defenestration, yeah. Really hoping this turns out to be one of the thumbnails for the show. A song which causes me to speak in its insufferable Bavarian accent, yeah. Seriously, I just want to take a chair to my own face. I was gambling in Helsinki, down upon my luck. Oh, a lot to these big Flemish guys, I felt that I was stuck. I thought I was gonna show, surrounded by mine foes. Then I remembered Hasselhoff, and he solved all mine woes. For he invented the Hasselhoff maneuver, which goes like this. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I made my way out of there, and I fled down to the bar. I happily sipped lager, maybe 2 or 15 jars. Some massive Swedish mercenary spoke ill of my ma. I did not think I could escape this peril quite unscarred. And then I remembered the useful Hasselhoff maneuver as depicted in this useful booklet right here. I knew exactly what I needed to do. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. My kung fu can defeat your kung fu. Yeah. Well, I made me way. I had gathered quite a crowd by the great feat I did perform. I ordered me another round, for I had grown quite warm. When time to pay the bill came, pleas for credit were all scorned. And so I tried to stand mine ground, mine fate was quite forewarned. For it came to pass in this very tavern in Helsinki, temporarily between violent conflicts, Oscar Hasselhoff, German Master of Defense, had been hired as a part-time bouncer. Well, I was just thrilled. Guten Abend, Master Hasselhoff, the gates. Would you sign mine booklet? We had to find a crayon, but then he signed it very carefully, spelled his name right, and everything. Then he grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Well, that was darned effective, I thought, as I was passing through. He grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Yes, it seems defenestration works on me as well as you. Everyone, happy children, sings a happy song with me now, yeah? You do not need to know all of the words, just the good ones. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. Yes, it's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Grab them by the crotch and throw them out the window. Available wherever violent books are sold. I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. And welcome, whoever viewer number 6 in our count is. What a wonderful thing to wander in on. Yes, folks, it has been a week. Oh my God, it's been a week. Got the Stream Deck to work again. I can push the buttons and the things change up here. It's all very nice. It was a short work week, but it was a long work week because there was a lot of work involved in the long work week. But now we're back to having a regular weekend where I am not involved in any events at all. You can see here, we got Sherwood Forest Fair in April, and I'm actually going to be doing MC and music at the Cottage Irish Pub in San Antonio, Texas, on St. Patrick's Day weekend. Wow, dude. I'm going to be doing at least a couple of sets, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and then also doing MC and basically keeping the crowd entertained while they change all the equipment between bands. Mostly during the daylight hours, I will probably be introducing RTFM and then going home to sleep because now I am old and tired. And I'm married to a morning person. So, you know, married to a morning person. You become a morning person just in self-defense. Now, you may notice there's an octopus behind me. Yes, there is. This octopus right here is actually an IKEA plush toy. Believe it or not, you can buy an octopus at IKEA for $13. You didn't have to assemble it or nothing. And this is, in fact, our very own Fish Puncher the Octopus. That's right. Because as we know, octopi, and this has been tested and verified by tautologists. Tautologists, Tauthologist. Those are people who study octopi. That an octopus, when it's bored, will just reach out and punch a fish. They're not hunting. They're not defending themselves. They're just gonna reach out and punch a fish. And I saw that and I said, well, you know what? Clearly, this reminds me of a song. Oh, Jazzy. Oh, Fish Puncher the Octopus punches fish. Fish Puncher the Octopus, pugilist. He wants to start a fight, don't know how to do it right. Oh, Fish Puncher the Octopus, he punches, he punches. Fish Puncher the Octopus punches fish. The octopus, pugilist. He hasn't got a beat, beats a fish just to get relief. Oh, Fish Puncher the Octopus, he punches, he punches. Fish Puncher the Octopus, punches fish. Fish Puncher the Octopus, pugilist. If he gets into a stew, he'll beat up oceanographer too. Fish Puncher the Octopus, he punches, he punches. Fish Puncher the Octopus, punches fish. Fish Puncher the Octopus, pugilist. He wants to pick a fight, he's got all night. Fish Puncher the Octopus, he punches, he punches. Fish Puncher the Octopus, he punches, he punches. Fish Puncher the Octopus, he punches, he punches. Fish. Whew! So, in answer to your question, Teppo, it doesn't come with a fish attached to the stitch to the tentacle, but we are going to go to Build-A-Bear, and we're going to get ourselves 2 or possibly more teddy bear boxing gloves and equip this octopus with boxing gloves and maybe a fish. We're not sure. It's my wife, who loves me and supports me in all things that I do, regardless of how ridiculous they are once they pass the general sanity test of is it going to get Matthew killed, came up with this idea over here. The fish, the octopus. Man! I am really not used to being supported in any of the dumb things I do. And even 35 years later, because we started dating, and then a year after that I proposed to her, and then 3 years after that we got married, and we've been together for 31 years. So really it's like 36 years of knowing this person. I'm still startled beyond all belief that she still backs some of my dumb ideas. She loves me. Sorry, I was reading. She listens for keywords mostly. That's how you keep saying yes. And seal slaps man. It's getting a little aggro out there in the ocean. And now, my friends, all good things must come to an end. We are coming very close to the end of this show. I got time for one more song. And it is going to be the song that I have been using to close out my show. And I'm going to bring it up because... payback for the fishes. The fish pulled their funds together and they hired Big Julie, the seal, to go out and beat up an octopus. Big Julie, you can tell he has very expressive eyes. Big Julie, the seal. This song is getting more... It's accreting lore. I don't know how this works, but it's like barnacles. Yet more nautical, seafaring metaphors. Run for the hills. This last song... Oh, say it ain't so. What a dense... Done with humans. Oh. Yeah, we got to wrap things up. But I will tell you this. I've been closing my shows at Kerrville with the Song of the Bard, which I think is song number 5. Yes, it is. This sign, this logo, we're going to be modifying that. In a bit, I'm working on some signage that is more readily accessible to people who have never seen my show before. Because this is a great graphic design, but it is not... Doesn't explain what it is. And it really is troubadour, geeky, nerdy, goofy music for geeky, nerdy, goofy people like the folks watching this live and those who are watching on replay, because I'm big in syndication. And I tell people that I am not a bard. I'm just an idiot with a ukulele and an inability to keep quiet. And almost every show at Kerrville that was immediately replied to by someone in the audience, and not the same person every time, saying, "That's a bard." So, you know, it's a good way to wrap it up. People say that because I write some songs. I might just be a bard, but writing songs is really fun. It's really not that hard. I call myself the troubadour. That B word has me charred. Because while I am not a bard, I've frequently been barred. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars I have been barred. Hootenannies will not have me, nor will any open mic. I can play whatever song I please, but nowhere that I like. People want me to pay for my sins, but music should be free. And while I can play wherever I please, no place is pleased with me. I've just been talking about aggressive octopi and defenestration, drinking, family entertainment. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars I have been barred. I may be a humble poetaster, a poet not so good. I just want my songs to come out right like any sane man would. But the people, when they hear my songs, react with low regard, just because they see my music left them emotionally scarred. Well, honestly, you think it's rough on you? I gotta make this stuff come out of my face. Think about that. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars I have been barred. So my friends, you know all know my tale, take pity on my plight. Some of us just want to play our stuff and pray it comes out right. If you see your humble troubadour, please do not run away, as I stagger through this world searching for somewhere I can play. Like a tavern, or an alehouse, or weirdly enough, an Irish pub in San Antonio. That's my next gig. It'll be fun. It'll be weird, but very entertaining. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars, oh yeah, I've been barred in ships and taverns, I've been barred in pubs and clubs. I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, and I've been feathered and tarred. And to make the matters worse, from all the bars, I have been barred. All good things must come to an end, and while we may not qualify, that is the last song in this weekend's set. Thank you all for hanging out with me. My God, I'm always amazed when there are people there. Let's be honest about this. I am continually startled and bewildered. If you want to support Adequacy in our lifetime, PayPal.com. I'm Tobias at theadequate.com. I am at theadequate on Venmo. I am $theadequate on Cash App. You can go to theadequate.com. You can go to patreon.com/theadequate. My branding is very strong. Any money that comes in through my Patreon is aimed towards making the show better in some production way. Qualitatively, it's going to remain about where we are. I will be back here again next Friday, and I will continue to do that for a while. Friday of St. Patrick's Day, I will not be doing the show unless I can find a way to stream it. Which may or may not work because the bandwidth is weird, as we learned when I tried to stream from Carpe Diem using my phone, but not their internet connection. All right, that's fine. Yes, could be your own best friend. As I like to say in the West, you can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you cannot wipe your friends on your saddle. I want to thank my Patreon patrons. They are amazing and continue to be bewildering as well. Of course, my Patreon patron peoples are currently Tim K, Jen, Joe, Teppo, Isaac, Stephen, BK, Relly, Brian, Rob, and Lorene for promoting Adequacy in our lifetime. Go to theadequate.com for all of your adequacy needs. I am still working on finding a way to put this stream on Troubadork.com so it actually shows up when I'm doing it. In the meantime, I will be adding these shows to the Troubadork playlist, which is accessible there. And, yeah, I think that's about it for this time around. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be safe. Be sane. Be kind. Be silly. Fight fire with marshmallows. They never expect it. You all have been wonderful. I continue to be Tobias the Adequate. And I thank you for encouraging my behavior. I will see